Welcome to my channel. If you've ever come across an Italian 50 lire coin and wondered if it's just old change or something much more valuable, you're in the right place. In this video, we're exploring the fascinating world of Italy's 50 lire coins, from their historical significance to the hidden details that make certain years rare and collectible. Whether it's the iconic Vulcan design, lesser-known minting errors, or hard-to-find dates, you might be surprised at what these coins could reveal. Stay with me until the end, because you'll learn exactly what to look for in your collection, and why the 50 lire coin is more than just pocket change. The 1976 50 lire coin from Italy with the R mintmark is a fascinating piece of numismatic history that many collectors find both accessible and historically important. At first glance, it may look like just another coin from everyday Italian circulation, but for those who take the time to study its features, minting details, and background, it becomes a coin full of meaning, rich with design elements and monetary evolution. The Italian 50 lire coins had been in use for several decades, but coins minted in 1976 hold a specific place in the broader timeline of Italy's modern coinage. The R mintmark on this coin stands for Rome, where the coin was produced by the Italian Mint, known as Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato. All circulating Italian coins of the era were struck there, and the R mark confirms its official origin. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the portrait of a classical female figure facing left. This figure represents the personification of the Italian Republic. Her hair is styled in a classical fashion, and she wears a laurel wreath, a nod to the Roman Republic, symbolizing honor, victory, and continuity. Around the rim of the obverse, the inscription, Repubblica Italiana, is clearly visible in capital letters. On the reverse of the coin, the denomination L.50 appears, with the date 1976 just below it. But the most striking feature is the powerful image of the Roman god Vulcan, the god of fire and craftsmanship. Vulcan is shown standing, hammering on an anvil with a strong, muscular posture. The depiction of Vulcan symbolizes industry, strength, and the rebuilding of Italy's economy during the post-war period. The image captures movement and purpose, representing productivity, work, and national pride, values that were emphasized during Italy's period of economic development in the 20th century. The 50 lire coins from this period were made of agmonitol, which is a special stainless steel alloy. Agmonitol stands for Acciaio Monetario Italiano, Italian monetary steel, and was used for its durability, resistance to corrosion, and relatively low cost. The coin has a diameter of 24.8 millimeters and a weight of 6.25 grams. It features a smooth edge, and thanks to the strong properties of agmonitol, these coins still appear in decent condition even after years of circulation. The 1976 50 lire coin was produced in large quantities, as Italy was still heavily reliant on cash transactions. However, not every coin from that year remains in excellent condition. Circulated examples are common, but high-quality uncirculated pieces, especially those with strong strike quality and no post-mint damage, are harder to find. Collectors today often seek coins that retain their original luster, show no signs of wear, and display clear, sharp details in both Vulcan's figure and the laurel wreath profile on the obverse. One of the things collectors pay attention to when studying the 1976 50 lire coin is the quality of the strike. In mass production, dies can degrade over time, leading to coins with weak detail or blurred lines. A strong strike with high relief, particularly in the facial features of the obverse and the details in Vulcan's figure on the reverse, tends to be more appealing to numismatists. The hammer, the anvil, and the muscular contour of Vulcan are all areas where strike quality becomes immediately noticeable. While most 1976 50 lire coins are standard in design, collectors also study them for minting errors. As with any coin, errors can occur during the production process. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, die clashes, and doubling. Although error coins from this specific year are not widely documented, any authentic minting mistake can generate interest among specialists in Italian coinage. These kinds of small anomalies often go unnoticed by the public, but can make a big difference to collectors focused on varieties and rare occurrences. Another interesting aspect of this coin is its use in the broader context of Italy's economic history. The 50 lire denomination played a central role in Italian day-to-day life for decades. By 1976, inflation had already begun to erode the purchasing power of small denominations, but the 50 lire coin was still widely accepted and used. It was a coin that most Italians handled daily, at bus stops, in local shops, and in market stalls. Because of this, the 50 lire became deeply woven into the social and cultural fabric of Italian life. For numismatists who enjoy assembling full-date runs, the 50 lire series from 1954 through to the early 1980s is a rewarding one. The design remained largely consistent throughout these years, allowing collectors to focus on subtle differences like date spacing, font style, and metal toning. The 1976 coin, with its clean classical imagery and bold layout, is often considered one of the more visually balanced examples of the series. Its simplicity and symbolism make it a coin that stands the test of time, even if it's not considered particularly scarce in terms of mintage volume. Even though these coins are not made of precious metals like silver or gold, many collectors prize them for their historical value, artistic design, and symbolic meaning. Over time, as cash transactions become less common and older coins are withdrawn or forgotten, coins like the 1976 50 lire gain new attention from collectors who are interested in modern European monetary history. When evaluating this coin, condition is always a key factor. Coins in circulated condition may have scratches, worn edges, or dull surfaces. In contrast, coins that were preserved in collections, coin rolls, or mint sets often retain their original shine and sharpness. Collectors use grading scales to assess the coin's overall quality, and coins in mint state are far more desirable. Details such as the texture of Vulcan's hammer, the visibility of the mintmark, and the crispness of the laurel leaves all contribute to a coin's appeal. There are also enthusiasts who study the differences in die varieties. Even though the design is the same, the dies used to strike coins wear out over time and are replaced. Sometimes small differences appear in alignment, spacing, or engraving sharpness. These can result in minor but collectible differences among coins of the same year. Careful comparison between multiple 1976 coins may reveal these details to sharp-eyed collectors. Over the decades, as Italy transitioned to the euro in 2002, the 50 lire coin, along with other lire-denominated coins, became obsolete in circulation. But this only added to the historical value of these coins. The 1976 50 lire coin now exists as a preserved piece of Italy's monetary heritage, representing not only its economy, but also its classical culture and post-war industrial identity. Coins like this often evoke memories for those who grew up using them. For some, the coin represents a connection to everyday life in Italy in the 1970s, a time of social change, economic transition, and cultural evolution. That deeper sense of history is one of the reasons collectors enjoy building sets or focusing on specific years, like 1976. Holding one of these coins is like holding a small piece of Italian history, struck in metal and circulated by millions. The more you study the 1976 50 lire coin, the more you begin to appreciate the craftsmanship that went into its creation. Even though it was produced for circulation, the classical imagery, the strong symbolism, and the bold design continue to stand out. The simplicity of Vulcan at the forge, the god of fire shaping metal, is a perfect representation of the human connection to labor, strength, and productivity. And the presence of the female personification of the Republic on the obverse reminds us of the democratic ideals that Italy embraced after the war. As time goes on, coins like the 1976 50 lire will become harder to find in high grades. Most were spent, worn down, or lost. But among those that remain, the best preserved examples will always attract attention from collectors, historians, and those who appreciate the deeper story behind everyday money. If you enjoyed learning about Canada 1-cent coins and the hidden stories behind them, make sure to like this video and share it with other coin lovers. There's so much more to discover in Canadian coinage, from rare dates to unexpected minting details. Leave a comment below if you found any interesting pennies in your own collection. Don't forget to subscribe for more valuable videos on old and rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.